Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Blockbuster Cowboys trade pitch sends $97 million All-Pro to Lions. The Dallas Cowboys are a better team with Trayvon Diggs on the field. An All-Pro, the $97 million man is one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL. However, Diggs suffered a tough knee injury during the season, and there are questions about whether he'll ever return and be the same player he once was. If the Cowboys look to move him for draft picks, it could help them find his eventual replacement, as he's dealt with more than just this injury throughout his career. PFN predicted it would happen, predicting Diggs would be traded to the Detroit Lions in the offseason. If the Lions get creative, they could add someone who has proven to excel in a man-coverage-heavy defense. Diggs leads all cornerbacks with 20 interceptions since debuting in 2020, including 11 in 2021 when he was first-team All-Pro. That year, the Cowboys ranked third highest in man coverage usage, 38.4%. However, Diggs may not best fit Dallas's new defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus. When Eberflus was head coach of the Bears, Chicago ranked only 20th in man coverage rate. On the other hand, the new Lions defensive coordinator, Kelvin Shepard, will presumably run a defense similar to the one that led the league in terms of man coverage rate last season, 41.4%, PFN wrote. The Lions are in a win-now situation and could be willing to give up assets to help the Cowboys. Beyond his injury concerns, the Dallas Cowboys need to make some moves this offseason. Whether that's moving a big piece of the team like Diggs remains to be seen, but something has to change if the Cowboys want to be the team they're looking to be. If the Cowboys traded Diggs, it'd save them just $1.5 million in cap space, according to Michael Giannitti of Spotrac. That isn't much, but something is better than nothing, especially if they got decent draft compensation in return. Diggs is entering year 3 of a 6-year, $99 million total value contract in Dallas and is still trying to recover fully from a 2023 ACL injury. He's a largely productive/impactful player when available, and the Cowboys don't currently have a viable replacement on the books, but this is a Dallas team that desperately needs to rebuild through the offensive and defensive trenches this offseason. A Diggs trade can provide both cap/cash relief, only $1.5 million of cap saved, and additional draft compensation. An acquiring team would essentially be bringing in Diggs on a 1-year, $10 million contract as none of his 2026 to 2028 compensation is guaranteed, Giannitti wrote. Diggs didn't have surgery until January, something the Dallas Cowboys couldn't have been too happy with. However, it was due to the growing of the graft to ensure best results, according to Todd Archer of ESPN. Archer added that Diggs will likely be out some of training camp, if not longer, leaving his 2025 season in question. Cowboys make $12 million move before NFL free agency. The Dallas Cowboys have already made some big moves since their offseason began. Following a 7-10 regular season and missing the NFL playoffs, the Cowboys elected to part ways with head coach Mike McCarthy after 5 seasons, making way for offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to take over. Although star linebacker Micah Parsons is due for a contract extension, the Cowboys have prioritized some other players, including defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa, who re-signed on a 4-year, $80 million extension. On Sunday, just a few days before free agency begins, the Cowboys made another defensive move, bringing back safety Marquise Bell on a 3-year extension worth $12 million, per ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. The Cowboys and safety Marquise Bell have agreed to terms on a 3-year deal with a max value of $12 million, per sources, Fowler wrote on X. After 3 seasons with Florida A&M, one of which was canceled due to COVID, Bell went undrafted in 2022. Bell was signed by the Cowboys after the 2022 NFL Draft and made the team in his first season, becoming a key component of the special teams unit. In his second season, he appeared in 17 games, earning 8 starts. Although his primary position was safety, he was used as more of a safety/linebacker hybrid for the 2023 season, recording 94 tackles and 2 forced fumbles. With linebacker Eric Kendricks joining Dallas in 2024, Bell lost a majority of his playing time on defense, becoming more of a special teams guy once again. His season ended 9 games in after he suffered a season-ending dislocated shoulder. The Cowboys have made moves to clear up cap space in hopes of extending players like Bell and Parsons, including restructuring the contracts of CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. However, with Myles Garrett signing a 4-year deal with the Cleveland Browns worth $40 million per year and includes $123.5 million in guaranteed money, Parsons' price likely just went up for Jerry Jones. Cowboys learn of new trade asking price on DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has requested a trade from the Seattle Seahawks, and Seattle seems ready to comply. The two problems, for anybody dreaming of a pairing with CeeDee Lamb on the Dallas Cowboys, or for most any other team, really comes down to the double whammy price tag. Yes, those two receivers together in Dallas would immediately be one of the most lethal receiver duos in the NFL. But initially, after hearing what Seattle and Metcalf are expecting in return from his trade, the Cowboys had reason to quit dreaming. Reports initially said the Seahawks are seeking a first-round and third-round draft pick in exchange for Metcalf. Then, DK expects a new contract offer valued at around $30 million a year. That second number might be exorbitant. But that first number definitely is. But now a change. Updates now suggest that Seattle has lowered its asking price to just a second-round pick, a much more palatable ask for Dallas or any of the other teams that are calling the Seahawks. There are presently 6 other receivers, including Lamb, who make north of $30 million a year in the NFL. The rest of that list, Minnesota's Justin Jefferson, Philadelphia's A.J. Brown, Detroit's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Miami's Tyreek Hill and San Francisco's Brandon Ayuk. Does Metcalf deserve to be in that upper echelon? Maybe. But Cowboys COO Stephen Jones has talked cautiously about paying twice, in a new contract and a costly trade. So while we don't see Metcalf in Dallas, the Cowboys might chase another Seattle name in just cut Tyler Lockett, who like DK is a protege of former Hawks offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, now the Cowboys head coach. We are seeing Seattle's asking price move in a way that makes a trade of some sort seem much more likely. And you, fan? What do you think about DK Metcalf's situation? Write to us in the comments.